I wake up, I get my clothes together, I get dressed, brush my teeth, wash my face. I'm in the car, I'm on my way to work. Before I start my day at work, I get on social media, I scroll. This person's doing this person's getting this. I'm on Instagram, I'm scrolling. Looks like everybody's living their best life. Again, I'm here at 4 in the morning, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever the case is. And instantly, even though I know I'm on the right track, even though I know that I'll get there one day, even though I know that I'm gonna achieve my goals one day, I instantly, for some reason, on the inside of me, I start to feel like a failure. Because I see everybody living their best life as if that's how it seems, at least that's how it's portrayed, as if that's how social media is making it look like. Everybody's living their best life except me. Everybody's obtaining all these goals. Everybody's getting all these cars. Everybody's getting all these houses. Everybody's getting all these women, all these men. And here I am just stuck at my job, where I'm still stuck in the same hole. I'm still stuck in the same situation. I'm not getting anywhere. At least that's how I'm feeling at the moment. But why am I feeling like that at the moment? Why is it every time that I scroll on social media, I'm having a good day before then, I'm feeling good about myself, I know where I'm at, I know I'm not where I want to be exactly, but I know I'm on the right track to getting there. But as soon as I get on social media, as soon as I get on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, I see all these people doing all these things, and all of a sudden, I start to feel like a failure. I start to feel like that I'm not doing enough, or I'm not putting enough work in, or I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. Because if I was, I would be where they're at, right? No, that's actually not the case. And let me tell you something. If every time you go on social media and you start to feel like that, then we got to make an adjustment somewhere in your life. Either you need to skip social media for a minute, or you need to find a different approach or a different perspective. It shouldn't be that every time you scroll on social media, that every time you see somebody look happy or successful, that you start to feel like that you're a failure. That's not how you should feel. You got to understand something. Social media was designed to drive and promote perspectives, perceptions, and narratives. So no matter what, no matter if you're doing bad or you're doing good, it's not good to compare your life or your success or your goals or your achievements to those on social media, because social media was a specifically designed tool to drive narratives and perceptions. So of course it's easy to look happy and successful and wealthy on social media. That's what it's there for. You can put any filter, you can crop things out, you can make it look like however you want it to look like. Social media is not, everything on social media isn't real. You're able to put on any facade, any perception, any narrative about yourself or other people online. That's what it's there to do. It's to drive and to promote. So of course, everybody's gonna put on the best parts of their lives on social media. Everybody is gonna make it look like, when the lights and the cameras are on, oh, they're popping, they're booming, their business is booming, their confidence is up. They go by the followers, they go by the likes. Of course, everything is looking up, because like I said, social media is easy to put on a facade and a show for people. It's easy to look happy and successful and confident, because that's what it's there for. That's what it's designed to do. It's there to help you put on the best version of yourself. But just because it's there to put on the best version of yourself, it doesn't mean that it's the most authentic version of yourself. It doesn't mean that that's the real version of yourself. That's why I say you can't base everything off of what you see and what you hear on social media. That's why you might need to take a break from it and really step back and see exactly where you're at. Because like I said, it's easy to feel all these things. It's easy to feel successful. It's easy to feel happy. It's easy to get that high of motivation. It's easy to get that high of confidence. It's easy to feel that rush. It's easy to feel those emotions when the lights and the cameras are on. When the lights are the brightest, when the cameras are the brightest, when everybody is on, when all the attention is on you. It's easy to be like that. It's easy we're getting all the support on, so it's easy to do all these things. But what really counts is, how do you feel when those lights and cameras go off at night? How do you feel when you have to be in the room by yourself at night and you're laying yourself down? How do you feel at that moment? How do you feel when you're going through the grind all by yourself? How do you feel before you even get the followers? How do you feel before you even get the likes? Do you still have the same mentality where you have to go to sleep by yourself at night? Do you still have the same mentality where you're not getting all the followers and all the attention and all the likes when the cameras on when they're not on you, when the lights are not on you? Do you still have the same mentality? Do you still have the same confidence? Because that's what really counts at the end of the day. That's what determines if it's for a facade or if it's for a show. If it's for a show, then you're only gonna appear to be a best version of yourself in moments, in spurts, in rushes, when you feel like doing it. But what really counts is when you really know that you're really there, when you're really that guy or when you're really that woman. You're gonna know it when you're able to push through those moments where you don't feel like doing anything at all. Where you're going through heartbreaking moments and you're going through situations where you feel like that there's no way out and you're still pushing through when nobody knows what you're going through, where you're not putting that stuff that you're going through on social media, but you're still pushing through and you're still getting through those moments. That's when you know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You don't need the lights and the cameras and the glitz and the glamour to really know that you're him in today's terms. You don't need all the attention on you. You don't need all the glitz and all the glamour and all the cameras and all the lights. You don't need social media to give you the confidence and the perception of yourself to know that, hey, I'm him. I'd have been through this, I'd have been through that. And since I'm going through this, I know I can get through this too because I've been through this before. This is just a part of the process and a part of the journey. One thing that you gotta realize, again, social media is a tool that was designed to drive and promote perceptions and narratives. And one thing you also got to realize is when it comes to social media, it's designed to get people to compare themselves to other people as well. And one thing that you got to realize is as soon as you start to compare yourself to others, you automatically lose the game. The only thing that you should be comparing yourself to is where you were a week from today, a month from today, a year from today, 10 years from today. And then you'll start to see how much you've grown, how much you've matured, how much you've developed, how much you've gotten better at your craft, how much you've gotten better as a person, how much you've gotten better as a leader, how much you've gotten better as a woman or as a man. That's what you should be comparing yourself to. Not to other people's roads and journeys and successes and achievements, because every time you do that, you're going to lose the game, you're going to lose focus, you're going to start to get down on yourself, you're going to start looking at yourself as a failure, as I used to a lot when I was younger and still do from time to time. But what you've got to realize is when you start to compete with yourself from within and you start to want to bring out the best version of yourself and you're competing with the old version of yourself, the version that wasn't as confident, that wasn't as motivated, that wasn't as driven, then that's when the real game begins. And I promise you, once you start to love that self-competition within yourself, you're going to start to achieve heights that you never thought were possible. You're going to start to achieve things that you never thought you could achieve. You're going to start to get to new levels that you never even thought were possible. Because once you start competing with yourself, that's when you can see, oh, there is another level I can get to. But when you start comparing yourself to other people, it's hard to see whether you're a success or a failure because everybody has different roles, everybody has different journeys, everybody has different times where they're supposed to reach different levels. So it's unfair to make that comparison. It's unfair to yourself. So like I said, maybe you gotta skip social media for a minute. I had to do the same thing when I started this motivational speaking journey. I wanted to compare myself to the top speakers in the industry. But that was unfair to myself because I'm just starting out. I don't have all the resources that they have. I don't have the followers that they have. I don't have the recognition or the certifications or the credentials that they have. But that's okay because I know that over time, I'm going to start to get those. And this is just a starting point. So once I keep that in mind and in the back of my head, then I know that every day counts. I know that every day I'm not competing with them. I'm competing against myself. Because I know for a fact that if I continue to do the things that I've been doing, I continue to go on the road that I've been going on, then over time, at the end of the day, I'm going to get to where they're at or even higher. But I can't compete with them. I have to compete with myself. I have to make sure that I'm mentally capable and emotionally capable to handle the process of the journey because there's always going to be bumps along the way. But you don't want to put unnecessary bumps and hurdles and roadblocks by comparing yourself to other people, and then stunt your growth and then stop your journey because you looked at it from the wrong perspective. That's one thing I don't want for you guys. I want you guys to get to a point where no matter what this person's doing and what that person's doing, what this person getting, what this person, it is totally fine, because every person has a time and a season. But as long as you can get to the point where you know that everything is a process and everything is timing, that you know that as long as you keep doing the things that you've been doing, even though nobody's seeing it, and that's the best part about it. Nobody has to see it. You guys don't have to look successful. You guys don't have to put on an image or a facade or a show. Those things reveal itself in time, because when you get there, they're gonna know that it is authentic. Because just because they didn't see it on the camera, just because they didn't see it in the videos, just because they didn't see it in the Instagram reels, just because they didn't see it in the TikTok videos that got 1 million views, it doesn't mean that you wasn't grinding the whole time. So when they ask you how did you get there, your answer is gonna be simple. It was authentic because I was doing it when nobody was watching. I was doing it when I didn't feel like it. I was doing it when I thought nobody was gonna believe in me. I was doing it when I felt like giving up. Even though I was feeling all these things, I was going through all these different things, I never gave up. I never gave in, because I knew that one day I would get here. And since I'm here, I know my process was authentic. So I knew that everything that I'm getting now, I knew I earned it. I knew I deserved it because I put the work in. I put the blood, the sweat, the tears in it. I put my soul into this. I put my life into this. I dedicated myself to this. And this is what I got in return. So if you want to get to where I'm at, guess what? You don't have to put on a facade or a show, or you don't have to be like this person or this person to get here. You don't have to compare yourself to this person or this person. All you got to do is put the work in every single day and make sure that you're getting from point A to point B, and compare yourself from this week to this week to this week, from this month to this month to this month to this year to this year to this year. And I promise you, the growth will show, the development will show, the progress will show, the results will come. But you've got to stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is a thief to the joy of your process and the journey of your purpose. Every time you compare, you lose the game. Every time. You got to stop losing the game, especially if you don't have to. So what I want you guys to get out of this video is stop the comparisons. Stop comparing yourself to others. If you're going to compare yourself to where you was a year ago, a month ago, a week ago. Compete with yourself. Compare yourself to you. You don't need to compare yourself to other people. You don't need the lights and the cameras and the glitz and the glamour. I promise you though, just continue to work in the dark. Deion Sanders said it best. Keep making plays even when nobody is watching. Make sure the process stays authentic. Don't shortcut yourself. Don't try to be like this person or this person or this person. I'm going to be honest. Throughout times in my motivational speaking journey, I wanted to be like, Eric Thomas or Les Brown or this person or this person. But over time, I started to realize, if I try to become this person, then my process won't be authentic, because we haven't been through the same things. We haven't had the same experiences. We haven't had the same struggles. Just because we're trying to get to the same goal doesn't mean that we should be doing the same things. Yeah, I can learn some stuff from him, but I shouldn't replicate myself to be him in order to get the success that he's had. His success is his and his alone. My success will be mine and mine alone. So what I gotta do is I gotta continue to authenticate my process, so that my rewards that I get at the end of the day, my success and my achievements, they will be specifically for me, and they will be authentic for me. And I'll be able to get on here and tell you guys, hey, I did this, I did this, I did this, I've been through this, I've been through this, I've been through this. And that's why I'm here today, because I had to go through this in order to get to this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this message for today. And like I said, you don't need to compare yourself. Comparison is a thief to the process. Comparison is a thief to the joy of your process and journey of your purpose. Every time you compare, you lose the game. Remember that. Every time you compare, you lose the game automatically. So the question I'm going to ask you today, as you log off of here, as you exit this video, and as you get on with the rest of your day and take this every day moving forward, are you going to continue to lose the game willingly by comparing yourself to others? Or are you going to make an adjustment and start to compare yourself to the progress that you made along the way? That's what's going to count. Are you going to stop looking for the cameras and the lights and the attention? Or are you going to validate yourself knowing that you authenticated your process and you're going through it day by day and step by step, laying the foundation brick by brick? As long as you can do that, I promise you, you're going to get to where you're trying to go. And, you know, it took a long time for me to realize all this stuff that I'm saying to you guys today. It took a lot of time talking to God one-on-one and him helping me get through this process. It's still helping me get through this process, becoming the best version of myself and continuing to elevate in this motivational speaking journey and helping me become the best speaker, the best leader, the best man, the best Christian, and the best person I can be. And one thing I can tell you guys is going to be a constant up and down, but what's gonna separate you from the rest is, do you need all these things to validate your process, or are you okay with making plays still when nobody is watching, when you don't feel like doing it? Are you okay with sticking through the process and sticking through the journey? Remember, a diamond has to go through fire and pressure in order to become a diamond. So it doesn't have to put on a facade or a show when it becomes a. The proof was in the process. The proof was in the fire. The proof was in the pressure. You had to go through this. You had to go through that. You had to lose that person. You had to lose this thing. Because if you did it, your process wouldn't be the same. You wouldn't have gotten to where you are today. I wouldn't have got to where I am today if I didn't have to lose everything that I've had to lose. So look at it from a different perspective. Everything happens for a reason. Just continue to go through the process. Continue to go through the journey. But stop comparing. Enjoy your road. Enjoy your journey. Enjoy your process. And over time, you get to where you're trying to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this message in this video. And I'll see you guys next time. God bless you all. I love you so much. Spiritual Prodigy out.